Hey guys, my name is Rob Noire, and welcome back to Fallout Shelter on the Nintendo Switch. So this is the fourth and actually not final video that I will be doing this month for Backlog Month. If you don't know what that's all about, there will be an eye that will be appearing right now on the screen, right above where my face is. You click on that. I made a very quick, like 4-minute video on what Backlog Month is all about. In a nutshell, I'm going back and playing through all these games that I never finished on the channel, but had promised that I would. And now we're on to Fallout Shelter, which is a game that can't really be finished. So I wasn't really sure what to do with this game, because personally, I'm kind of over it. Like, there's a lot of fun to be had in this game, but I've kind of really... I've had my fun with it. I got to the point in the game that I was trying to get to, and then it's kind of like, where do you go from here kind of thing? And so I figured what I'll do is I'll show you around my vault. We'll go on a few quests. I'll talk about my experience with the game, and then we'll kind of that'll be a video. I don't really know what else I can do with this game. Like, there's no real set endpoint. So it's just kind of, you make your own goals. Like, how good or far do you want to be in this game? You know what I mean? So what I've been doing right now is I have a training room for each of the different skills. I don't know if I had that before or if I did not. Each training room can only support 5 people, I believe. So I have been bringing them into the training rooms and training up their skills and trying to get everybody maxed, knowing that I never could. One of my other goals was getting to over 100 people. Well, as you can see, I'm at 102. So this is Vault 94. What has changed from the last time you were here? Well, there is a rad scorpion attack, so I guess that's new. I guess we're just gonna kind of let this play out. Everybody has a weapon, by the way, that is relatively powerful. Like, I'm sure there are better weapons, but everybody's got at least a decent weapon. Especially... Now get out of there. Especially in these opening rooms where all the trouble happens. I'm also playing this with the Switch Pro controller. If you decide to play this game for yourself, I highly recommend playing it in handheld mode with the touchscreen. It is possible to play with a controller. It's just kind of not intuitive and not great. But we are, we're powering through. I'm going to do what I can here. If you notice, my happiness level just went to 100%. It's because I did a weird quest where I rescued these two guys here, the bottle cap and the bottle of Nuka-Cola. And now they sometimes come by here and they make everybody happy when they're here because everybody's happy to see them, I guess. I also have a Mr. Handy, which is not a offensive term that you can get mad at me for saying, but is actually just a robot. These robots here on almost every floor. They can fight for me, they can collect resources, they're super handy. I also have one of every room built, and I don't really feel like there's a need to expand. These guys here, outside the door, are actually on their way back from quests and the like. I'm going to collect, I got schematics. It's going to tell me I'm low on storage space, but I don't really care. And then collect, yes. Yes. Okay, and so I completed some of the daily objectives. Again, I haven't rewatched my playthrough of Fallout Shelter. I'm not even sure how many videos I did. I did at least 2, I do believe. Maybe I even did 3. I don't know what I've explained, what I've gone through, what you, the viewer, might actually know. So these are like not daily challenges, but little challenges. So if I get 70 weapons, I'll get 700 caps. If I put out 28 fires, which randomly happen in rooms, I'll get a lunchbox. Collect 60 containers, I got 2,800 caps. Complete 4 quests, that's one I can actually do. I can also skip 1 a day. And this game is very much designed to try and make you come back daily. Like, you can tell that this is a mobile game. There's also microtransactions, MTX, as us in the biz call it. Don't actually know. How do I get to the... That I wanted to show it at least slightly. Is it from the storage room? No. It is from this here. No. It is... Okay, I have no idea how to get to... Oh, this is it. Yeah. So, see, if I want to spend money, I can get this thing. But one thing I will say is that while you have the option to spend money in this game, I've never felt like you actually have to. Especially if you play it like a mobile game, where like you play it daily, you know what I mean? other changes. So he leveled. Take your level. Like I've upgraded like these rooms here. Nuka-Cola plants produce both food and water. I've upgraded all my water plants to better ones. As you can see here, this looks much different. I've upgraded all my food rooms to better ones. As you can see, this looks much better. I've been working out, building up my biz, triz, quads, and pecs. Alright. And yeah, guys, so we are going to send some people out onto quests. And normally I would have to send them out, take a 6-hour break, and then I could come back and they'd be able to do it. But I have Nuka-Cola Quantum, which is actually completely covered by my face cam right now. So was my money, I just realized. I have $559,000 and 96 Nuka-Cola Quantum. Okay, there we go. I moved my face cam. Now you can see the stuff I have. It's something I just did not think of in this scenario at all, that you would need to see that. But Nuka-Cola Quantum, you get that from quests and from some of those challenges occasionally. It lets you skip through things. It's one of the things that more or less you can buy. But of course, I'm not going to. I've got 96, so I can just burn through this. So there's daily quests, there's a weekly quest, and then there's actual quests. So let's do at least 2 of these. And so you choose who you want to send out on the quests. Obviously, you want your best people on it. I've got 2 max people, which are the 2 guys there. And the girl, I never trained her completely up, but she's level 50. And then always send them out with max stim packs and a bunch of rad ones. And then I can do start quest. I'll start skipping them after I've got them all queued up. So why don't we do all 3? You know that? Why don't we do all 3? So see, this quest has slightly lower requirements. I only need level 33, 13 plus attack. So I'm going to send them out with slightly less Radaway, but I do need 5 intelligence. So start quest. Now hopefully I will have built up some stim packs that I can deal, because I don't have quite enough for the 3rd quest. Normally it's a terrible idea to burn all your resources like I'm doing, by the way, guys, just because then you have nothing to heal these people. But YOLO? Question mark? Alright guys, so now everybody's out on their respective quests, and we are going to speed these up, complete all 3 quests. We'll come back for a final kind of like thoughts on this game, and then that's going to be the video. The quests, as I might have explained, as you might have seen, they're all very much the same thing. There's not a whole lot of variety. Once in a while there is a slight variety in it. But basically, it's your people go to a building, you got to clear it out room by room, you get some loot while you do it. There's usually bad guys. Occasionally there's questions or things you can say to them, usually at the end of a quest, but sometimes there's almost like God, that's a big one. Sometimes there's almost like a quiz, and if you get the right answers, you move on with the rewards. If you get the wrong answers, you have to kill everybody. But the quests are pretty they're pretty similar. There's not a whole lot of variety. As you can see here, you get all the loot. You can only send out people with 25 stim packs, 25 Radaway, but you can find more on the quest. Like right now, you notice I have 26 stim packs, and Radaway I never felt was really worth fully loading up. It also is worth fully exploring the buildings if you can. If you run out of stim packs and your people would die, well then don't do it. But it's usually fully worth exploring everything, because then you get the most loot. And this is kind of just like a quick preview of how combat works, where the people just kind of stand there and then they fight each other. The damage you take is dependent on how much damage they do. How much damage they take is dependent on your weapons, which is preset. Like this guy, his weapon does 21 damage. And you can heal them on the spot, heal their radiation poisoning, heal everything. And then there's also the critical hits, which when we get to one, I will show you. Again, I'm sure I've explained a decent chunk of this previously in other videos, but you know, this is definitely the finale. I'm not gonna really play this game again in my personal time. Not that there's not enjoyment or fun to be had here. It's just I really feel like I've gotten kind of as much as you can really get out of this game so far. I mean, and I don't really see there being any big updates. Oh, here's a person. It's the Vault Dwellers. Thank you so much for coming. This is the Bubbly Botanist Bureau. We combine flowers with smiles. Okay. We're So here you get to choose what you want to say. So I'm just gonna say the nice thing. She's gonna be happy about it, and she's gonna give me stuff. Oh no, actually, the quest is not. I have to talk to some more scientists, but you can easily opt out of a quest in the middle of it. You don't. I mean, you don't have to do it. But yeah. Oh God, I was not paying attention to it. You can opt out of a quest in the middle of it, and you don't have to fully explore the area. Was that the right question? I don't know. I was doing voiceover for this gaming video. I was not paying attention. I will pay more attention in the future. And so that's one of the things you want to do is you want to keep an eye on your people and make sure that they're not horribly damaged as you go from room to room. Otherwise, if the enemy gets like a critical hit on you, you're screwed. You die. Like, you can lose characters, but you can revive them for either Nuka-Cola or caps or something. So death is not like the end. It's not that bad, but obviously you don't want it to happen to your characters. Oh, and here is actually a critical hit. How do I do it with a controller? There. Okay, hold A. And then basically you just want the crosshair, you just want to press it when it's literally in the middle. And again, you want to time this out and use it on enemies whose health bars are large and not ones who only have a sliver, like which I think I just did. But again, I don't really care that much. There, 5x damage. I got a perfect hit on it when he had almost no health. But yeah, guys, so this is pretty much Fallout Shelter, the quest. Like I said, we'll do 3 quests. Then we'll go back to the shelter, and that'll be pretty much the video. But one of the problems I had with this game is that at a certain point, it really does all just kind of feel the same. I mean, it's a free game. It's 100% free, so it's hard to really hate on it. But I do wish that there was more variety, more things you could kind of do in the game. I'm sure, you know, at the very end of this, we'll see how many hours I put into this game. I'm sure it's a ridiculously high amount. But yeah, there's stuff to enjoy in this game, and I would recommend it if you're the kind of person who likes mobile games. You like, you know, playing for a few minutes here and there of a game, as opposed to, you know, like sitting down and hunkering down for, you know, like 10 hours, or not 10 hours, but, you know, like 4 hours and playing a game. If that's your thing, this could be a game that you will enjoy. I think it's also available on every platform. And there you go. I've completed the quest now. We'll do the next one. And see, actually, I might as well do the reach now and burn through that Nuka-Cola again and just see. It would have taken a few hours for them to get back here. But, yeah. Okay. And now I'm just going to collect the resources, hopefully dim packs, because I sent all of them out on quests and things. And then, yeah, we'll just boot up the next quest. And see, this quest would take 18 hours and 22 minutes to get to, or 10 Nuka-Cola, which is actually quite a large amount. Like, Nuka-Cola Quantum there, it's Quantum, not just regular, it's not super easy to get a hold of, so that's actually a pretty significant amount. Okay, now here's the next quest. I couldn't tell you which one it is exactly because they really do all blur together. Step into the ring, dwellers. Behold our signature move, the rat scorpion hold. Let's see your counter move. Oh, okay, so this is one of the ones where if you reply correctly, they won't attack you. And if you reply incorrectly, they will. So they didn't attack me, and I got Nuka-Cola Quantum for it. These are the kind of quests that I actually enjoy more than just the go into a place and clear it out of monsters quests. Well, there might be a few monsters in this, but these are the kinds that actually have something to them. You know what I mean? Like, feels like there's a little bit more to them. Yeah, see, this one there is still stuff you have to fight, although that's weak stuff. But, yeah, the quests, they just kind of all blur together. I don't really see, like, much of a difference in them. And they do have, like, overarching storylines where it's like you have to complete these quests to go on to this next quest, and the characters kind of return, but also kind of not. Like, you can tell they're limited by the game engine and what they can actually do with the characters. Like, none of the other characters really do much. They just kind of stand there and talk, and maybe if you rescue a guy, he'll run out of the building. Like, you know, that's pretty much all they can do. Oh, next question. All disputes in this vault are solved by wrestling. What, is there a pro wrestling thing and they did a promotion with Bethesda? You want to stay? You'll need some awesome wrestling names. The Vault Vigilante seems like the best answer there. There we go. Oh, and they're just giving me tons of Nuka-Cola Quantum for doing it. All right. I am the undisputed heavyweight champion. As overseer of this vault, the people look to me, and I'm here to give back to the wrestling fans. I was going to try and do a wrestling voice, but I realized I don't watch wrestling. The only one I know is Randy Savage, and that's because he was in Spider-Man. How about a wrestling outfit? Yeah. Oh, yeah! Alright, so that completed the quest. I'm just gonna finish exploring the area because I might as well, but that pretty much did everything. Okay, so here's the next quest, which, oh my god, that's huge, that vault. Solve the secret of the vault. Oh boy, okay, I don't think I'm going to fully explore this one. That is, that's a little bit too much. All the enemies look like they're gonna be easy though. But, yeah, okay. And then, yeah, I'll just see this quest to the end, and then we'll get back to the vault. That's like 30 minutes minimum to do all of that. All right, guys. So that's 3 quests down. Still plenty more to go in this game. Like I said, there's a new quest that they add every day, a new quest they add every week, and then there's the main quest lines, which new ones get added every once in a while. There's just not a lot of variety between them. You're just kind of doing the same thing over and over. So that is Fallout Shelter. Like I said, there's not really an end point to this game. You just kind of go until you're satisfied, until you don't really feel like going anymore. My ultimate goal was to have a complete vault where everything, all my needs were taken care of in terms of energy, food, and water. Like, I didn't want that to ever be an issue, as well as stim packs and Radaway. I've made it to that point. Like, none of that is an issue for me whatsoever. The only thing that I don't think I quite got was I wanted a robot, a Mr. Handy on every floor. I think I'm missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm missing 6, but the amount of time it would take to achieve that is not worth it, in my opinion. At that point, I would honestly just, like, do less floors. But, yeah, I wanted 100 people, I wanted Mr. Handy on every floor, and I wanted, I think it was 100,000 caps. Like, that was my goal, and now I have almost 600,000. So that's Fallout Shelter. It's a fun game, it's free. If you have a Switch, you might as well get it. It's not a bad time. I will just say that at a certain point, and by, like, the end game, by the time you've cleared out most of the quests and you've kind of built the ideal vault that you want, like, you could go further down, but, like, you don't need much more space than this. At least I don't think you do. By the time you reach that point, it just kind of starts to feel a lot of the same. But still a fun game. It's still free. It's from before Bethesda had the whole Fallout 76 controversy, so before everybody just saw them as, like, money grubbing, not good people. I don't know a clean word to use for that. And I am trying to swear less, guys, because I know you guys don't like that. And it's not the kind of game that really calls for any of that. So yeah, guys, that was Fallout Shelter. Now, I did promise that I would show you how much time I've actually spent in this game. So let's go to that. Oh boy, okay. So I've played Fallout Shelter for 75 hours. Or more. That's how long it took me to get there. This is actually kind of interesting to see the time here. 25 hours of YouTube, 35 hours of Mario Party. That feels about right. 25 hours of Tetris 99. After I got number 1 in Tetris 99 a couple times, I kind of lost interest, but that's a fun game. 5 hours Katamari, 15 hours that. I'm willing to bet Breath of the Wild. 160 hours for Stardew Valley. Breath of the Wild, if that popped up, would probably be close to Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley is another backlog game which will not be being finished this month. I mentioned, though, originally the plan was to do 4 backlog games this month, but as I found out, there are 5 weeks in this month, or 5 Fridays at least, so I got to do a 5th one, which is not Stardew Valley, it's the other one, which is also a lot of work, but look forward to that. That will be the next video coming up next week. And yeah, guys, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching me play Fallout Shelter. It's a fun game. It's free. It's on every platform. PS4, Xbox, Switch, iOS, Android, Google Play, all that stuff. It's free. It's fun. It's not bad. If you have some time to kill and you like those kind of mobile game experiences, I would recommend it. Just be aware that the end game gets kind of repetitive. So yeah, guys, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And as always, I will see you in the next video.